Hi kiddos, I'm live from Kylie's room today to read chapter 2. Hopefully Mom and Dad didn't get too upset with AJ and his friends saying that parents are weird. And if they did get upset, remind them that weird is a side effect of awesome. Here we go with chapter 2, The Queen of Cupcakes. You'll never believe in 1,100 years what happened the next day. Mr. Klutz came in and told us that Alexia's mom, Ms.Sue, volunteered to do the fundraising for our school carnival. Or maybe you do believe it because this book is called Ms.Sue Has No Clue. If Ms.Sue didn't volunteer, the book would have a different title, like Miss Mitzi is ditzy, or Mr. Putty is nutty, or Mrs. Julia is peculiar. Yay! Everybody yelled when Mr. Klutz told us the news. Boo! Said Alexia. I'm telling you, this is a big mistake. But nobody heard her because guess who walked into the door at that moment? Nobody. It would hurt if you walked into a door, but you'll never believe who walked into the doorway. It was Alexia's mom, Ms. Sue. Alexia hid under her desk so her mother wouldn't notice. When your mom or dad comes into your classroom, you should always hide under your desk. That's the first rule of being a kid. Ms. Sue was all smiles and looked very excited. She had a plate full of cupcakes in one hand. In her other hand, she was lugging a giant thermometer. And I mean giant. That thing was taller than she was. What do you think that thermometer is for? I whispered to Ryan, who was sitting next to me. I guess Alexia's mom is going to take our temperatures, Ryan whispered back. I can't fit that thing in my mouth, I whispered to Ryan. What makes you think she's going to put it in your mouth? Ah! Miss Sue put the giant thermometer in the corner and rested it against the wall. Then she passed out the cupcakes to all of us. Hi, boys and girls, she said while we ate. People call me the Queen of Cupcakes. I'm so excited to be fundraising for the school carnival. We're going to have lots of fun and raise lots of money so we can buy new playground equipment for the school. Tell the children some of the great fundraising ideas you have, said Mr. Klutz. Sure, said Ms. Sue. We're going to sell cupcakes and blah, 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 blah. Bingo, blah, 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 blah. Prizes, blah, 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 blah. Car wash, blah, 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 blah. Parents, blah, 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 blah. Money, blah, 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 blah. Pony rides, blah, 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 blah. She went on like that for 1,100,000 hours. It was hard for me to pay attention to what she was saying because all I could think about was that giant thermometer that Ms. Sue was going to use. And how was she going to use it? I think we can raise even more than $5,000, she told us. If we raised $10,000, we could buy a really nice swing set and a zip line for the playground. Zip lines are cool. Everybody was getting excited, but not me. I kept staring at that giant thermometer. Ms. Sue probably needed to take someone's temperature to see if we were healthy enough to ride on the zip line we were going to buy. Who knows? Ms. Sue continued. Maybe we can raise $50,000. With that much money, we could get a smart board for every classroom in the school. I could really use a smart board, said Mr. Granite. The sky's the limit, said Ms. Sue. If we put our minds to it and work really hard, we could raise $100,000 or even $1,000,000. Ms. Sue was waving her arms around excitedly. Excuse me, kiddos. She had a glossy look in her eyes. Think of it, she said. We could buy an iPad for every student in the school. We could get a climbing wall and a swimming pool for the gym. We could put an ice cream machine in the lunchroom. We could buy a hot tub for the teacher's lounge. Alexia was still hiding under her desk. I leaned over and whispered to her, You said your mom used to be a professional fundraiser. How come she stopped doing that? She got fired, Alexia told me. My mom tends to go overboard. She falls out of boats a lot? I asked. No, I mean she gets carried away, Alexia told me. Does she get carried away after she falls out of the boats? She doesn't fall out of boats, said Alexia. Hey, you're the one who said she fell out of a boat, I said. Why is everybody talking about boats? Anyway, Ms.Sue told us more of the great stuff we could buy with the money we were going to raise. We could get personal robots that carry the backpacks to school. We could blah, 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 blah. I wanted her to keep talking because as long as she was talking, she wouldn't be able to take our temperature with that giant thermometer. I bet the only reason why she gave us the cupcakes was to distract us so we wouldn't think about the thermometer. Well, didn't work with me. Finally, Ms.Sue stopped talking. She went to the corner of the room. It was thermometer time. I was sweating. I thought I was going to die. Ms.Sue smiled as she picked up the giant thermometer. I wanted to run away to Antarctica to go live with the penguins. This was the worst thing to happen to me since TV turn-off week. And what are you planning on doing with that giant thermometer, Ms.Sue? Asked Mr. Klutz. This will let everyone know how much money we raise, she replied. Every time we get $100, we'll record it on the thermometer. You mean you're not going to take our temperature with that thing? I asked. Everybody laughed, even though I didn't say anything funny. Of course not, said Ms.Sue. That would be ridiculous. Oh, never mind. Chapter 3 tomorrow, kiddos, is going to be Welcome to the Carnival.